Hello guys and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to tell you exactly why you should be playing or planning to play Lost Ark when it releases. There's a plethora of reasons that this game really hits the mark in so many ways, so just about any fan of an MMO will be excited about this game. Now, if you're a fan of Lost Ark or any other MMO, guys, and you like to see this type of content, make sure you do hit that like and subscribe button, and come on back to the channel anytime. I love when you guys post comments on the videos that I've got about what you'd like to see next, what you like or don't like about the video that I covered. It's very cool to engage you guys in that way, so let me know what you like, you don't like, and what you want to see moving forward. Now, enough of that. I really want to talk about Lost Ark and the reason why most players are going to want to play this game. Aside from it having a super in-depth storyline that really pulls each and every part of the game into place, the game offers you a pretty good look. Now, there is some speculation of why did we continue to go with Unreal Engine 3 when there's so many viable options for this game to be created on? And I'll admit, it's a fair question. However, Unreal Engine 3 isn't that disappointing in this game. There are some times where I felt like I was watching an old GTA video game when my character kind of boxy moved around to fit the angle that he needed to fit in order to climb up a wall or do some other tap action. The game feels like you're playing Diablo in many ways, and that's a big deal for me. I've spent countless hours in Diablo, Torchlight, and Path of Exile. So when I found out this game had a really strong dungeon crawler feel, I was super excited, and I don't know many people who wouldn't be. Now, somebody has commented on one of the videos that this was a big turnoff for them, which I completely understand. You like what you like, and you want to see what you want to see in a game. However, since this game will be free to play, I encourage every single individual that has the opportunity and the space on their computer to play it. I think everyone would be quite surprised to see how well this game really does play, how deep the story runs, how intuitive it gets, the customization of your character's build and skills. In all honesty, I was riding the train of Elyon like crazy. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love what Elyon has brought to the table. It's one of the better 2021 MMOs, but the grind and RNG can be quite a turnoff when it comes to Elyon. That's what brings us into Lost Arks. So Lost Ark has an insane amount of item drop, and these items still yet level up your item or gear score, meaning the higher your gear score, the higher chance you have of better items dropping whenever you run through the story, or you're running through dungeons, or you're just out crashing mobs. This game really does make you wait for that though. Upon reaching level 50, that's when you actually get to hone in your gear. And that's going to be leveling up from +1 to +2 to +3, giving you the maximum stats on that particular item. But like in all MMOs, the in-game dungeons are the ones that you're seeking the most. They're going to give you the best gear. And the replay value in it is that as you level that gear score or item level up, you're going to be able to get better gear by running those dungeons. It's typical. This is a phenomenon that we've done before in a lot of games that we've played in the past. But it just feels good to do this in a new style, MMO, dungeon crawler, almost Diablo-like, and guys, I'm over the moon about it. So for me, being a fan of Elyon, appreciating what BDO has to offer, and a few other MMOs, I find that the grind is set a little bit different in this game. Leveling doesn't take you forever, but the mindless grind is still possibly there. However, there is some intent in that grind. We all love to play a game till it's flat out done, and we're searching for more content. But the pace in which this game allows you to go is phenomenal. The storyline and progression is so well paced that I was never set aside to the point where I thought, okay, it's getting boring, or oh my gosh, this is too much and I'm not going to be able to beat this game. There was a great balance in it. And then that coupled with the ability to play with other players online, really made this game stand out that much more for me. Matchmaking for Diablo never felt so simple, and you never knew what you were really getting. Matchmaking in this game has been one of the simplest processes. You literally go to the dungeon, you hit solo or matchmake, and pretty quickly you'll be linking up with 3 other players so you can run this dungeon and have a lot of fun. The fact that you're able to bring your friends along if you already have a group and create a guild is another spectacular part of the game. Now, all MMOs now have guilds or clans or some type of grouping feature whatsoever, so that's not super special, but the fact that every dungeon has the ability to be a multiplayer, and I've called this out in my review video, that's a need to have. That should never be something that we think we might put in the game. That's a definite do that because we, the player base, appreciate the option. We may not always use it, but the fact that it's there gives us the ability to use it. There have been times where I've ran dungeons that were a solo dungeon and been so aggravated with myself in the game that I almost wanted to quit playing that day. But the fact that I would have been able to have some way to queue up and say, hey, let's run this with 2 or 3 other players that are equal level of me so that we can get to the end of this and I can move or progress through the story would have been very valuable. But at the end of the day, it's the top-down, dungeon crawl, loot gathering, mob smashing. It's that. All of that in this game, to me, is why if you have a computer, if you've got the storage on a hard drive, you definitely need to download this game and play it. It's visually stunning. There's really neat features throughout the game. The story is so in-depth that you feel like you're immersed in this world of looking for arcs. The ships that you get to cruise around the map on. Don't even get me started about the size of this map, guys. It's phenomenal. The developers have even mentioned that finding the arcs, which is the main part of the first bit of story, isn't the whole game. As a matter of fact, finding the arcs is like the prologue or prelude to the actual game. If that doesn't excite every video game MMO lover out there, I'm not sure what would. The idea of saying that the main story is just the start of what this game has to offer just gives me a bit of confidence that I'm not only going to be able to spend a good chunk of my time playing this game, I'll spend a good chunk of my time enjoying playing this game, knowing that there's more, and not worrying that it's just going to end and I'm going to be bored and have to figure out either grind this game or what else is out there for me to play. Now, I'll admit, I tend to get pretty hyper excited about MMOs in general when they're new and they first come out. And the tried and true test is, 3 or 4 months, a couple of updates and new content. What does the game turn into? I feel like we do get lucky when they take a game that's already been, manufactured in a different area and they bring it over to the westernization of it all. And we already have the content there for us to dive in and already play. Gives me hope already that the content's there. It's going to be dropped. Just like when I played Swords of Legends Online. That game had content dropping literally weeks after the original game dropped because it was already a made game. So I'm not worried about the longevity of this game. What I'm worried about is, are you going to be playing Lost Ark in March of 2022? Let me know in the comments what you think and whether or not you'll be into playing some Lost Ark, because I guarantee you guys, this is going to be the MMO to rival all MMOs before it and all MMOs after it. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be the best of the best of the best, because everybody likes different styles and different ways to play the game. But I have a strong feeling that this will be a top one simply because of how in-depth the story is, how smooth combat is, and how fun it really is just to sit down and play. They've done a great job with it, and I hope to see you guys logging on in March.
She ready for the football today. She ready for the footy balls. Show them, baby girl. Show them you ready for the footy balls. She got a jersey on. Cleveland Browns, baby. Cleveland Browns, baby. Baby girl. That's right. And she got a mustache for a second. Yeah. Mwah. Yep, we playing the video games, boo.